All right, we're live. So this is Raul and Thomas. Hopefully, Aaron will join me for the programming session today. What I'm gonna work on is the AngularJS stuff. So you said you had something you wanted to look at, Thomas.
Yeah. So if you have a look at my my screen, yeah. So here I am. Okay, let me just increase the size of the font here so you see what's up. I have this feature branch where I'm working on the orders API.
Yeah.
So I have some tests. Let's see, request API version 1 orders spec. Yeah. If I run those specs, let's see. Yeah. So
You get that.
yeah, if we start here, so I can create an order instance through the API. I return a response after creation.
Yes.
I can get the order by an ID,
Yeah.
So that's okay. That's a GET request, and I also have a patch request, to modify an order.
Yes.
The method is working and everything, but the problem is that the expectation is not met, and that depends on that I have either here expected. Okay, so this one is actually not written correctly because the expectation is not taking into account that we are also asking about the pickup time. But the one that is, so that needs to be modified. But the other one that is failing is because we are asking for the pickup time.
Yes.
Using the pickup time in the wrong format. Like you see here, let me just increase that a little.
Okay, so status pickup time is formatted like that.
Yeah, here's what I expect for some reason, and here is what I get back. And I think what I get back is actually what I want.
Yeah.
I think this is the right format. So now I just need to write the spec correctly, basically.
So this the expected one is what you have on the spec, right? Did you somehow formatted that date?
Yeah, I think it's ill formatted or something. But the thing is that I think I messed up a little bit. Let me just see here if I'm on the right. Yeah. So on the menu item model, there we are. Okay, so there's no. I'm sorry. On the order model. Yeah. So I added this convert pickup time to date time. I think that's correct. This is what we want.
Yeah. What format does it return? Like, how does it return it?
It's a date time format. So it's both the date and the time. So
and time.
So that's, yeah. Yeah, and then in the spec, then I have a view for orders. Like, first of all, I think we need to extract some of this, to a partial, because it's the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
Or perhaps they already did that. Actually, it seems like I already.
Yeah, it's already there.
Yeah, but it's so. Oh yeah, so here I should say. Yeah, on create, I should also say, yeah, to render that partial. So, but that's a minor thing. But somehow, let's see here. Order pickup. Where's the pickup? Show order.
You're looking for orders.
Yeah, here it is.
Time.
Yeah. So on line 4, I'm using this pickup time to date time. So it feels like this is redundant now, right? Because since I already have this.
You already have this in the model.
Yeah, so this shouldn't be there, right? But anyway, see, I don't have time to clean this up. Would you care to pull that branch down?
Okay.
And see if you can bring some order into this.
Have a look at it. Okay.
So it's the orders branch on my
on your repository.
My repository, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what I have, and also what you could potentially have a look at, which is a bigger thing. It's that I have this method in the controller, in the orders controller, that the way I'm making the updates is, let's see here. Well, make updates. Yeah, okay. So here you see. So on update, I'm calling the make updates method. Okay.
Yeah.
In the make updates, I purge all order items and then return, add order items again. You know what I mean? So, and since you will be the one making those, patch and post and get requests with your API, you have to have a look at the order spec. This is the way, we are creating those. Let's see, the patch request is made. Yeah, patch.
Changing an item.
Yeah, and here are the params sent as JSON.
Yeah. So you send the order menu items and
Yeah.
Order ID. Cool.
Yeah. So do have a look at that, see if it makes sense, or not.
All right.
You know what I mean? It could be a good thing to have your opinion on that, because since you will be the one, making the first, client application. So I guess that's valid. And that will give you a chance to see how those, how those tests are written, and how
are written for the API.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
All right.
So I have a thing coming up, so I need to take off and to be with my family.
Okay.
I was out today doing some sheep maintenance.
As usual, your usual Sunday activity.
Yeah, we went there yesterday as well, and today actually I got a responsibility from the farmer to feed them. I think they are like 15 sheeps, and each of them has a small lamb, because they just gave birth of all of them. So I got to feed them all by myself, So
all right, awesome.
And it's so funny, because when you go to the barn and they are hungry, the noise is enormous. They all are screaming, and then when you start feeding them, they are progressively getting quieter. And when you're finished, they are all eating, and dead silent in the barn. So,
cool. Yeah. All right. So
okay,
I'm gonna keep on this then, and I need to finalize the work that he did already. Write some spec for that, and then I'm gonna take a look at your backend stuff.
All right. Cool. And just make a pull request to
your repository.
Yeah. Right. Wonderful. All right.
Awesome.
I'll talk to you
later.
Take it easy. Yes.
Ciao. Okay, so share my screen here, seeing that I'm alone. I'm just gonna start having a look at some of the stuff that Aaron did last time. Let's see if we can pull this repository. Okay, TMA client. Shortcuts. All right, cool. So it's got an outstanding customize and merge this. Okay, that's going. Okay, let me just go back to So, filters. Oh, okay. Okay, looks like I have everything there.
Hello.
Hey, Aaron, how's it?
Hey, how's it going, man?
All good, all good, all good. I was just taking a look at all the stuff you did so far. Good.
Okay.
You've done quite some changes on the shop cart there.
Well, not really. I mean, I just the two buttons, because I didn't know if they were gonna pay with what. So.
Oh, well, at the moment, I don't think we need to worry about payment. I think what we can do is just have a button to say check out, and then they place the order. You know, then we save that we save the order on the back end and all that. So, because remember, all we want to do right now is have them place the order and maybe collect it from the shop, and then they can pay from the shop.
Okay.
Yeah. So payments, we're gonna deal with that at a later stage.
Okay.
Let me just quickly look for my modem. I want to change modem. The network is so bad this day. I don't know why. I'll be back in a second.
All right.
Just go back to Sport Lemon. And
Nous sommes allés là-bas, nous sommes en train de. Ça peut nous enlever la maçon.
just close this.
C'est quoi le nom ici que nous utilisons? Spolimon.org. Qu'est-ce que ça fait? Spolimon.org sorry. Slash. Je pense que ça commence la semaine.
Ça commence en 2 heures.
En 2 heures,
2 heures, ça fait 21 heures.
21 heures.
Yeah. Where's my charger? Okay. Okay, I'm back here.
Yeah, but more than this.
Are you still here? Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy. Um, so I didn't actually didn't get time to check any of these things all this week. I got so busy with that project. Luckily, it's done. So it's behind me now.
Oh, I thought you handed it in like maybe the I don't know,
I was presenting it yesterday.
yesterday. Oh, yesterday you have class on Saturdays?
Yes, I only attend on Saturdays. Yeah. So I had to go and demo it there. So yeah, and that went well. And I actually stayed with it. What do I have right here? I did definition of item or the definition. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that. So what I usually do is, you notice it generates code, test coverage in here. Show in file manager. And let's open that with Chrome. Okay, so in the controllers, we've got, okay, the checkout is not tested and the nav is not tested as well. So,
How do you get there?
oh, so what you do is you'll see that when you run grunt test, it generates, where is that? If you look here in the tree, after I run grunt test, it will generate this coverage folder.
Okay.
And then I just open this in my file manager, and inside it you'll see this phantom JS folder. Inside it you'll have the index.html. So when you open this, it will show you code coverage on your project here.
Okay.
So here nothing is tested, which is cool. And here, okay, I'll start with the easy one. Maybe it's not so easy. All right, so okay, this go away. Okay, I'm gonna start with the nav controller. So I hope I still remember how to do these things, eh? I only did that week, and then after that I stopped. You don't want to stop when you're working on these things, because then you forget all of it. So this is the nav controller. The one thing I find it always good to rename this to nav controller. That control thing is not fine for me. Nav controller.
And you have to change it on the index.
Yeah. Nav controller. Okay, so let's will probably give me an error now or something. Or maybe not. Let's see. Okay. Which one did I write? The menu one, eh? Okay. So let's put this to the right. I'm gonna use this as reference to write the other ones. I think I still remember what happened here. So the nav controller, what happens there? Is this what you use to display that checkout count?
Right.
Oh, okay. So at the moment, what it does is
It grabs the basket. How much?
so it just grab the basket object.
Yeah.
So you pass in the basket service, and then it assign basket to that. Is that
Right.
correct? Okay. And what does this return? This basket thing, what does it return?
It's an object. So whenever I call in, I get basket.count, and then I
Oh,
get.
I see. So in the view, do you have a view for the navbar or?
No, it's in the index. That's why I told you you had to change the nav controller. It's nav CTRL. It's in 929. 929.
Line 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to change nav control to your long nav controller.
Okay. Cool. So we have a navbar controller.
Yeah, and that's where it counts it.
Okay. All right. I'll change that. So, so I need mock. What is it? Basket service, and then okay. So before each, we initialize control and mock scope, and we're gonna have a root scope. We don't make any queries there. Is that basket? Okay, so we don't have any call to any external services. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so I just need to do that. Where is that? Yeah. Then so my mocks basket service may be equal to what function do you call the count, eh?
Right. Yeah. The basket count.
So you have a count, okay. And then you have remove and add. Okay, so this is a function. I'm not sure if I'm doing this thing right now. Return. Okay, I'm gonna make it return 0 for now. Come back and figure out what actually needs to go there, because this service here is supposed to simulate the behavior of your basket service. So Okay, so I see you have a basket. Okay. A basket. So we should have a basket thingy, and the count should be that, and then we return count. Is that correct? Okay. Um, what am I doing here? Oh, okay. I see. This. Um, what this nav controller is supposed to do is that example. Help us to remember where the example was. Bookmarks. Web dev. Come on. I always get lost in my bookmarks. Just have so many stuff that I like to keep every time. Okay. Unit testing services controllers. Let's see. Testing controllers. So scope, data service save. Test this controller. We need to create an instance of the controller by passing a scope object. Fine, we do that. And as a service controller, no, it's fine. So before each inject that scope, it should have assigned the right pattern number. Oh, so we expect scope number pattern to be defined. So this is a method. Okay. This testing Fangula is so confusing to me sometimes.
How about, was that book helpful? The one you were reading? Or have you just been doing like looking stuff up on the blogs?
I didn't really get to read a lot on that book. Not much.
Okay.
So, what is this? Controllers. Control. Describe menu. Menus. Expect status to get expect scope to equal that. And okay. So scope. To have try out this. Where did I see that thing last time? If you check this repository and unit testing aspects. Okay, so this is the phone cat controller, and then before it does cat match it. Okay, I did that once. Phone cat servers. Control list. Should create the phone's model with 2 phone search from that. Set the default value of order property model. What do you push to a basket?
What do you mean?
Like, what is the content of the basket? Like, what objects do you push there? I just want the structure of it.
Oh man, I remember. Give me a second. Come on.
Control main, menu. Let me do that. Where is the menu shell? Okay, so you're pushing a menu item. What is the content of the menu item? EMA. Wake up! This thing is so slow. Okay. Right, so
So you had that info on the Nav.js? What?
sorry.
Why would you make the service there? The mock basket service.
Um, so when you're testing for this controller, right?
Mm-hmm.
You expect to have the service available, right?
Okay.
So that's why I'm sort of like defining a dummy service, sort of like a representation of what I'm supposed to have. The problem is we actually doing this backward. We're supposed to write these things first before we actually implement the stuff. But now we kind of doing what can I call this? Uh, Development driven test, not TDD.
Okay.
We're doing this the other way around. So we already have the implementation, and then we're trying to write tests for that, which is sort of like wrong in a sense. What is wrong with this thing? So this basket selected to. What am I missing? Let's use single quote. Fine. Yeah, this lint
You
or
have to add
something.
the mock basket service to the before each. I don't know.
Okay. The reason I'm adding this is it's probably needed in all the tests we need to do, right? Oh, I know why it was failing. So this is supposed to be. No, this is supposed to be this. Probably. Does it return an array or an object? I'm not sure. Right. So we have a basket object or array there, which is supposed to have a list of items. Um, and the count should return. Okay, so I'm just gonna make the count to 1. Yeah. So okay.
Now you gotta close it.
Okay. So we check what this. Expect this to be defined.
And the others you can make that 5, and I want about 5 records as well. Yeah.
Okay, so this should be defined, right? We should have this defined onto the scope, and then expect. Okay, so how do I call this thing? Okay, so here menu, and then I have menu more. Oh, okay. So on the scope here, I need to define basket object, which is my mock basket service. Okay. Then all I need to do is make sure that expect scope basket. Menu controller, we have this menu and the script menu. Minimum response. Where do I set that response? Okay, so resolve that. I can call. Okay. Basket is not defined. Okay. And then controller will inject these. And define as not a function. This is on control that applies defines not a function. This is on.
Can't see it. What does it say?
References. Speak. Okay. All right. So it says controller nav controller is not defined. That's because I changed the name earlier on to nav. Okay. So I've changed that. Controller. That. Says controller nav controller type undefined is not a function evaluating this.
Bon, moi, je suggérais que si peut-être parce qu'en semaine, moi, je suis ami en week-end. Moi, je suis un peu free en semaine. Donc, si tu quittes samedi, si toi, tu peux voyager.
Oh, I see Rasco joined us. Hi, Christian.
Hey guys,
How are you doing?
good, good. I just joined in. I noticed you guys are working. Didn't want to disturb.
No, we trying to figure out this whole test on this project. So,
Yeah, you're testing the Angular, right? The basket, the shopping cart.
yeah, we actually testing the nav bar controller. Just writing something here. Let me just quickly see. There's only pairs we have that. So scope, receive, root new, and then controller, that's fine. We have a root scope. Nav controller, that who's undefined now.
Là, je peux te faire signe. Mais s'il y a un
root scope is equal to new from that. Where's this coming from? Should have basket type error undefined is not a function evaluating this. Let's go. Why do I have this? Spy unlock on this. Running damage. Let's go apply. Okay, what am I missing here, guys?
Man,
Oh. Undefined is not a function. This is evaluating root scope new. Okay, that's changing at least. It can't evaluate this. Why? So we have a root scope here. Root scope. Scope gets root scope new. Oh. Forgot to put the last line there. Huh. This looks like we're making progress. So it's trying to evaluate scope basket. So undefined is not a function, always undefined. Scope that basket to be defined.
You need a dollar sign on scope? No, I'm not sure. Oh, no, it's a. Oh, no,
So
no.
I'm using the scope here. So before each scope, I initialize this. So this should be available to every
Yeah.
test block, and I should be looking for this only. So this looks about right. So this is not defined.
I couldn't see what it said. It was what's undefined? I can't see your screen. You are you back?
Hey guys, sorry I had a network issue there.
Yeah, I couldn't see the last thing, the undefined. What was it?
Okay, so it was complaining about um, okay, it was complaining about this something wrong with this line here, and the problem that I had was this: I had typed to be defined like this. It has to be a capital D. So when I changed this, it all went green like that.
Yeah, I can't see your screen, man.
You can't see my screen.
No.
Oh, I forgot to share it. Oops. Is it okay now?
No. Okay, I can see now.
Okay, cool. So the one thing that was missing was this: I had a small d there instead of a capital D. So I changed that, and everything is fine now. So, okay, where is that? Okay, cool. So that's fine. One thing I want to try and make sure is that the scope basket should be equal to the content of this, right? So it should be equal to mock. Let's get okay, expected object get function add function remove to equal oh, okay, so that's not what we have. You have a get. Where is that? No, I should find a way to call this. Okay. To okay, I'll figure out this. Anyone wants to get a try at this? Nobody? Okay. I'm gonna have to look this up. Anyone wants to try this? So what I want to test is that just to make sure that the content of this basket is the same content we have here.
Where are you looking for, let's say, examples about this? Where did you find them? Maybe I could try this later and see if it works for me.
I'll try and get those links and send them somewhere in my bookmarks.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't really know. So.
Okay. But then so far the structure looks okay. The only thing now is the fact that so with this test now it's pulling Okay, I'm hearing myself. Let me just yeah. So what was I saying? So here, well, when you within the what's that? The context of the test, it should. The way I did it with the menu controller was that. Where did I do that? Menu controller. Um, Get menu tab and call it into. So where's the mock response? I have a mock response somewhere here. I should have it or not. Where is it defined? Mock service. Okay, I'm lost in this thing myself. Where is the services menu? Before entering mock menu, gets the menu and data. If you see in this example, for instance, I was simulating a call to the API, and then I passed in a data object that was defined in the scope here. So this is just going to simulate. It's going to fake a call to the API and return at every time. It's going to return within the context of the test. It's going to return minus data, and then later on I can make sure I can check to see that the response is equal to whatever I set up at the beginning here. So, or maybe I might be getting this wrong, but what I was hoping is that this object here, since what you're doing in the controller is that you're passing, you're assigning the basket object to, where is that? So you're assigning this to your basket object, right? And yeah, I just need to make sure that whatever is in the basket is actually passed here. But I don't want to use. Maybe I have to use it. I don't know. But my thinking is that we should be um, limiting it to the scope here somehow. I don't know. Aaron?
Yeah, I'm listening. I yeah, I understand, but hmm, I don't know
Okay.
how to.
Okay. That's fine. We can look at it. You can look at it. See if you get it going. Or maybe Christian.
Right. Is he still here? Yeah, maybe push, or are you gonna push that stuff in, or?
Yeah, I'll push it. But that test is enough for this covering this already. So the next one was this. Oh, I don't have integration testing on this, so unit testing is already burning my head now. I can't look at that because integration testing is supposed to make sure that we define the right things in the views and all that. It was supposed to catch the fact that I don't have a nav controller defined somewhere. But for now, I'm just gonna put it manually like that. And make sure that it's still working, because I renamed all of that. So it's really used. Who's using that? Okay. So we'll get the menu.
Hey, are you still getting those like cores problems? I'm still getting them. Like
I've been
on the
testing
console.
today. I never.
Weird.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're getting those. So I'm just gonna commit this.
Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on?
No, I just had to mute myself because I had too much background noise on my side here. So
Raul, after you are done, can I talk with you a little bit?
sorry.
When you are finished, can I talk with you a little bit?
Okay, sure. So I think, Aaron, I'm just gonna end the session for now, and then I'll push it to you and create a pull request, okay, to your repository. Then you can merge this in and continue working on your side. Maybe we can have a look at some of these stuff offline. Okay. Does that work?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, that works.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna end this now, and then I'll talk to you guys on Slack. Okay. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Okay, bye. Sure.